and welcome to Strength-Based Marketing. I'm Pat Dewar. I've got an excellent show in front of you. I'm really excited about being able to do these interviews of thought leaders, of authors, speakers, mentors, coaches. Today, I've had the honor of working with Chrystina Katz and actually recently a lot more than ever before, though we've been in the same industry and worked as speakers for a number of years with the same client. And so I'm really excited to have her on the show. I encourage you to listen to the things that she's doing to really grow and come out of this COVID-19 lockdown. Because if you're a professional, if you're trying to grow your business, the ideas are what I'm trying to bring as fast and as furious as I can, bring ideas to help people take action. Because for me, information without implementation is a waste of time. Information with implementation creates the transformation. And that's what I think you're going to get from listening to these different podcasts. So thank you, Chrystina, for being on the show today.
Thank you, Patrick, for inviting me.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. I really want to get into some of the things you're doing. Everybody had to pivot 90 days ago, just like that. And all of a sudden, you and I, we got a recall notice, you're coming home. And boom, we were, 48 hours later doing internet stuff,
Yes.
webinars and things. But like you, a lot of us have said, what else is in our toolkit?
Mm-hmm.
And what can we do to really bring it out into the marketplace and begin to offer it to help others grow, to help business owners and professionals really come out of this stronger than before? So what are some of the things that, what are some of the things you do and then you're doing that's different than, say, just 90 days ago?
Yeah. Well, 90 days ago, with us traveling so much, I was traveling 2 to 3 weeks every month. And now I'm working on a lot of different projects. I am truly taking advantage of this time, not being on the road. We've gone virtual in the training community, so I have been co-facilitating some of the webinar trainings. And when I'm not facilitating, I will occasionally pop in on the other trainers so I can learn from them, because this is an excellent opportunity for us to
You cyber warrior, you. Yes, you are.
Absolutely.
It's so good to come out of it, and in the open and say that, isn't it? Just okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry, because I know the feeling. I'm like, oh, I get to see the, so and so, and it's. So go ahead, keep going.
So what I've been doing, something like what I do with my own clients, because I also coach, and I was a project manager for most of my career. So I kind of work my world based on categories. And it's the same categories that I use with my clients: health, personal development, writing, relationships, professional, which includes my business, and spiritual. And again, using those project management skills, I have activities going on in every single one of those categories. I'm
Do you have a Gantt
now.
chart? I just got to know. Do you have your own Gantt chart? I saw Pat Murphy do one of those one time, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Never been able to have that. So go ahead. You got your categories going. You're working your, what I call pillars in your life.
Yes.
And so what now?
Well, okay. So what I have been doing is, let's start with health. I could not go to the gym anymore. So what am I going to do? I started walking every morning, and I continue to, even this morning. I do my walk. It's anywhere between 2 and 4 miles a day. I love the crisp mountain air because, as you know, I'm in the mountains. I'm in Montana, and it's really, really nice. I'm in a small historic town. So I get to walk around the historic houses, see the variety of architecture here in Bozeman, and some pretty creative backyard decor, let me tell you. But it's a great way to start the day. And while I'm working, I also am listening to audiobooks.
Oh, yeah.
I've already completed 5 in just the last month. And by the time I get home, I'm more awake because of the exercise, and I feel a little smarter too.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. So you're growing in a sense, your skill set. You're getting yourself healthy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and many of us, I'm one of those that did not go, oh, well, we can't go to the gym. So, well, do you have any more chips left? You know, I lost about 40 pounds last year, and I'm sure I gained some of it back, and that sucks. But so you're doing that. What else are you
Mm-hmm.
doing to get yourself motivated, activated, and create the transformation you want in your life and others?
Well, with this quiet time, I've been inspired to write more.
Nice.
And I've always known that there's a book or more in me, even since I was a kid. And so I have been writing more. And I was invited to contribute to a multi-author book. And we're each contributing a chapter. And mine is called Gutsy Pivoting.
Gutsy pivoting. Nice.
Yes.
You know, that's your next book too. That's not just the chapter.
Yes,
Right?
yes. So the chapter is kind of my foray into it. And I have a long list of the different things that I want to talk about in my own full book,
Right.
Gutsy Pivoting.
Now, are the in the gutsy pivoting, is that something you take into your your coaching and
Yes.
you know the other areas of that you even training and stuff like that?
Yes, my coaching is called Gutsy Pivoting Coaching because it is all about helping others find their inner moxie to and figure out the strategies that work for them so that they feel the fear of the unknown, but plunge forward anyway with planning. Then they pivot, and then from those life lessons, they can parlay it to help others find their own pivots.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That is really nice. So, what else are you doing? What are the things are you in? Well, let me ask you this: what do you encourage your clients to do to begin to pivot? And you know, what are some of the key points that you would say to anybody right now going, hey, I'm a little apprehensive. I don't really know everything I need to do coming out of here. I know I've got to take action, but what would you say to these people that are trying to break out of the old way? What, you know, some people call, you know, I want to go back to normal. No, do that. This is the new normal. So
This
what do
is
you
the new
what do you
normal.
say?
Well, with that, when I start working with my clients, we start off with journaling because I feel that spilling our guts on paper really helps us to clear our mind and we can process our thoughts. When we have brilliant ideas or a song in our heart, we can put that on paper and then we can go back to it later on. The second thing is utilizing those who have been there, done that. Coaches, mentors. I did it myself. I invested in coaching with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi.
Nice.
And I have gotten so much out of it already. It's online. It includes software for running my events, from marketing to the pipeline of communications, to landing page, order page, to purchases, to follow-ups. It's awesome. And I also have weekly, 2 to 3 times a week. They have Facebook Live activities, etc. So it was pretty expensive, but it was worth every penny of it. And I feel so much smarter as a result of it. And with my clients, they're utilizing me to help guide them on different strategies. We do different exercises that helps them to dig deeper, to find their inner moxie, to find their passion. I have clients now that are coming out of COVID and they are recognizing that they don't want to do what they were doing before.
Right.
And some,
Huge.
yes, and some still have the job, but, and so we're working so that they can be present for their job, but yet plan for the future so that they can pivot at the right time to then do what else they want to do.
I just want to really support that. I know that in my life, I was 40 when I finally found what my kind of internal gift was. And I remember, it was like a 7 question test. I'm sure you've got lots of, different tools that you use that identify. But for me, it came out that teaching was my internal motivational gift. And I remember that I kind of argued with it. I was like, there's no way.
Did the same thing.
I'm not smart enough to do that. But then I thought, and I'm sure that you guide your clients through this, is I thought, if that gift is in me, let me bring it out and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first time in my entire life, I felt like I jumped in the river going the right direction with the current. Okay.
Yes.
And so all of a sudden that gift, that point that you're talking about, that's kind of an epicenter of power.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it shifted the universe for me. And within 6 months, my world had changed. I was being asked to speak at different things. And ever since then, for the last 20 years, I stay in that one gift. Doing this, I stay in the gift. So as one of the things I would encourage people to be able to do is be able to reach out to you and maybe get some information or ideas. How would you want somebody to connect to you if they wanted to know more about this, developing their inner moxie?
Right now, it would be via email, because one of the other projects I'm working on is the website.
Good.
And it's a huge endeavor. I've hired a graphic artist, a copywriter, and an editor. We're almost done, not quite yet, so it's not live, but it should be live by the end of this month. So in the meantime, they can contact me at Chrystina, spelled differently than normal, is ChrysTina at ChrystinaKatz, KATZ.com.
Excellent. And the thing that I hope you're getting out of this, folks, is what Christine is talking about is, we all have to pivot.
Yeah.
90 days ago, we had a pivot like that, and we were like, okay, now we do internet stuff. And then even beyond that, it's how can we begin to, even though there's fear, because a lot of people they're afraid of a lot of things that are going on. There's a lot of hurting people right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I look around and I see anger, I see fear, I see sadness, all wrapped up into one little ball of pain. And right now it's called the United States of America. And I just think, wow, in that area, we get clouded. We get what I call into that, it's kind of a hamster wheel of the mind mentality where we're kind of confused. And we need clarity. We need to take action.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to take action that has been, as you say, Chrystina, properly planned out. Would that be correct?
Yes.
And so that's the things that she's talking about. And I think that would be an amazing gift to bring to anyone's table, to begin to clear the mind, to begin to really say, these are the steps that need to take place. And a lot of it's going to be virtual.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it works. It works.
In person, it's like I was talking to Ben Farmer, I guess, yesterday, and we were talking about how the live event is not coming back for a while. And the reason why I think it's not is because, answer this question: when do you want to go back to the theater? Like, when would you feel comfortable going back to a closed-in box with 100 to 300 other people?
My answer,
I don't know.
Yeah, and everyone's going to have a different answer.
Everyone's going to have a different answer, but that's why I say this is the new normal.
Mm-hmm.
Any final words of, if you're coming out of this, make sure you do, one or two things. What are some things people should do right now?
Personal development is the number one thing. The world is going to self-taught platforms. The internet gives us all of that. Online, we can learn almost anything online. And a lot of it is free. Just like for myself, I'm doing some free COVID coaching. We're coming out of it now, but that was one of my contributions. We're doing free webinars. There are a lot of webinars out there. So personal development is at your fingertips with your computer online. Maximize that. And one more thought would be connect with people, because even though we are doing it online, we can still be face to face and we can connect with people all around the world. I have been reconnecting with older colleagues and they are connecting me with others. And now Canada, Germany, China, India, these connections are growing my support network. And it's these connections that can help us get through the rough times in life. So take advantage of Zoom and GoToMeeting, et cetera. There's so many of them now. Take advantage of the technology for personal development and reconnecting with people in your lives.
Absolutely. I so encourage you folks, raise up your skill set.
Yes.
Because if you raise up your skill set, you'll raise up your value to the organization that you serve, whatever that might be, even if it's your own clientele. Raise up your value to the clientele, you raise up your affluence and your influence in others' lives right then. And by all means, take action. Don't just take this stuff in. What are 3 things that you're going to do from this video? I mean, post them below. Give me 1 or 2 of them, and then let us hold you accountable to it. If you like this, share it. Encourage other people to join. Bright minds are who I'm looking for. People that are implementers, people that understand that ideas can create anything that you want in your world if you have the right question and the right ideas to get you there. Folks, take action. This is strength-based marketing. I'm Pat Dewar. Chrystina, thanks for being on the show today. It's an honor having you. And folks, we'll see you next time. Thanks so much.